Good morning, everybody. I'm just adjusting my camera here. Welcome to Wildflower Garden Tarot. I I need to. Somebody mentioned to me that I should make my intros more interesting, and I'm. Oh, there's a card from a different deck in here. Ten of Swords. That's interesting. For those of you that are here and have been here for a bit, you know that I'm not about the flash. And I could have a big sign. It's like, welcome to Wildflower Garden Tarot, and, fancy music, and, my nails all done up. Instead, I've got gardener's nails. I hope that all of you can have the blessing of having gardener's nails, that you're able to dig in earth right now, because there is nothing more healing and more fine. If you're coming to my channel, you're looking for answers. And before I start my reading, I really, really pray and really set my intention. I really ask, for you that are watching to get, or that are drawn to this reading, to get the best message possible. Whether that's 600 of you, as sometimes I get, or whether it's 20 of you, which sometimes I get, doesn't matter to me. I'm not in it for money or prestige or anything. It's just something that Spirit kind of led me to do. I've got a whole lot of other stuff that I do. Obviously, I have a big garden that I'm very passionate about. We have horses. I have a job. I am an intuitive healer. Oh, look at that. High Priestess popped out. I think that's for me, though. That's me. In fact, I kind of look like that, except for chubbier. I'm just going to stick that back. If it's meant to come out for y'all, it will. It's a beautiful day here in Canada. I hope it's a wonderful day where you are as well. Yeah, Spirit just said again, to remind, we have a raging forest fire just north of us, just north of us, maybe 20 miles north of us. And there's a big river in between, and we're not overly concerned right now. But, the other day I started going off on this forest fire, and it's almost a metaphor for all of us, is that forest fires, while they're scary and dangerous, and it's sad to see everything burn to the ground, the deciduous forests in Canada need forest fires. They're a natural thing, and we try to make sure to contain it so that it doesn't affect homes, and farmland and whatnot. But deciduous forests, that's spruce trees, that kind of thing. Deciduous forests, they drop pine cones. The pine cones can't open without a fire. They won't germinate without the heat of a fire. So fires are necessary because they clean out the dead wood and they help the new seeds come to life. And I feel like this is going to be applicable to all of you in this reading, because Spirit had me bring it up again, where normally I wouldn't have, because it's not. I know some of you are even in India. What does that have to do with you? But the message of it has a lot to do with every human, everybody on earth. Is that sometimes we need to let the forest fires burn the dead wood out, so that our true blessings can be revealed, and the heat of that fire will show us who we really are, and pop those seeds out and let them germinate. Because after a forest fire, the First Nations elders, they always say, don't mourn the forest fire, don't mourn what was lost, don't look back, because we got rid of all that dead wood. The trees that were still green enough will often survive the forest fires. New forests will start to come up, and next year already, there will be so many new trees already growing up, and berries and flora cover the ground. After fire, the berry picking is usually absolutely incredible as well. So it's just different fruit, right? different fruit than what we're used to. So, I pulled the oracle cards already, as I tend to do. I use the Romance Angels deck, and I got a couple ones I don't usually get. I'm not sure if I've ever gotten this one. Playfulness. So then this card says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit, fun and shine, fun to shine, passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So we have a fairly upbeat reading, I think, here. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So already I'm picking up a sense of, we had a sense of this in our last reading with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, was that, you put all your focus and your hopes on this person that seemed like all that and a bag of chips, like we like to say here. But once you got into a relationship with him, that person was so involved with him or herself, and that you did not feel loved in this relationship, and that you had turned away somebody else who would have loved you fiercely. That was in this last reading, right? You may want to check that out if it applies to you. You had turned away somebody else because maybe they didn't have the status that you wanted, But it turns out that they would have given you something more important in the end than riches and prestige. They would have given you their whole heart. So we'll see. When I was reading you these cards, Spirit also was saying that maybe during quarantine, a lot of couples maybe felt so disconnected. They've maybe separated. But in the separation, it's like, no, I need to come back to this relationship. So, take this reading how it resonates. I think it could go in a few different ways. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine. It's kind of uneven, I think, and it's kind of banging. But anyway, maybe some of you will be banging soon too. Sorry, but I'm kind of in a goofy mood today. Anyways, anywho, I have this beautiful deck. I'm not even taking these because I haven't even, okay, Spirit, quit fooling around. Let me focus. I always have had a short attention span. I think this card's for me. Hold on a second. No. Interesting. Okay, so they come out Queen of Swords and King of Swords together. So that's interesting. Queen of Swords is often a single woman. King of Swords is often kind of a litigious man. Ooh, Spirit just had me. Look at that. Look at that cloud blowing on her. She's looking very daydreamy. King of Swords is looking very self-protective. All right, Spirit, what's up with that? What's going on here? What is going on here? Maybe Queen of Swords is dreaming of somebody else. And King of Swords is picking up that vibe. Let's see. What's going on with these two? What's going on with these two? Just to let you know, when I was shuffling this deck, Separation came out, but I didn't feel like I was ready for it yet, and I put it back in. But Spirit's like, keep it in the back of your mind. And right now it just kind of reminded me of that. That might be a Queen of Swords and King of Swords that might be separating. Okay, Spirit, come on, give me something. What's going on with these two? Are they separating? Are they reuniting? Are they twin flames? Is this couple meant to be? Nine of Cups on the bottom. They didn't tell me to take it, so I won't. What's going on? Can we get some clarification on this? You know, lately, Spirit has been really goofing around. Like, I can't, there. Wheel of Fortune. Oh. Yikes. Okay. Ooh. So the question was, what's going on between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords? And I get a 10 of Pentacles, a 5 of Wands, a 7 of Swords, and a 10, Wheel of Fortune. And on the bottom we have the Hierophant, which I'm going to take. And then there's a 10 of Swords on the bottom. Notice that that's a woman. This is the pre-Raphaelite deck, which I really love. I'm an art major. The pre-Raphaelites really celebrated women. So you'll see women as, you know, focused in this. Okay, so the story just came to me really quick that, you know, we asked what's going on between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, and boom, it came out. The 10 of Pentacles, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it looks, from the outside looking in, it looks good. Like on paper, it looks good. Like, you know, these two married well. They married, you know, what was great on paper. She's a catch for him. He's a catch for her. Everything looks great. Okay. So everything looks great from the outside looking in, but behind the scenes, it's not that great. See, this one, they're inside, and the rest of the town is outside. It's kind of opposite. And you see that king? She's looking at her like, oh dear. And he's being kind of bossy. It's like, get that dog out of here, or whatever. It's the sense I'm getting, like, right? So on the outside, it looks like everything's wonderful for the king and queen here. But behind the scenes, where people can't see, the queen and her kid are, there's kind of, this is a domineering, this doesn't look like what you normally think of as a 10 of Pentacles card. Yeah, because she is looking kind of self-protective. This isn't looking like a woman who feels open and loved. Because there's infighting. Spirit just said she's looking to get away. She's looking for her way out. This is often the card of deception. But see, she's the Queen of Swords. She's got the sword in her hand, and she's using it to lever herself out. And she kind of is looking relieved. She's taken her crown off. That's what Spirit said. She took her crown off. And she's walking away. The time's come. It's a new season. Now that's interesting. Now I come from a Christian tradition. I come from, and I stand by that, though I'm not a religious person at all. But I mean, I was raised Anglican. And I looked at this, and the voice in my head said, as it was in the beginning, is now and never shall be, world without end. Which is a prayer, right? Which to me is that God, Spirit, whatever you believe in, has your back. Feminines. So I'm kind of picking up that this is a continuation or like explanation of the last reading. This is why that's a lot. I'm not going to take them other than this is the top of that deck. But like I say, if they're meant to be, they'll come back out. And I just put them randomly in. Okay, so what's going on with this feminine spirit? As it was in the beginning, is now and ever shall be, a world without end. So which kind of talks about this, right? As it was in the beginning. Okay. Those who flipped over, and I wasn't going to take them, and then Spirit said, no, take them. So, she's, feminine is moving on. More swords. 6 of Swords. Now, I like this card because I'm just going to look. Now remember, this is a woman and her son kind of getting chewed out by the masculine. And a servant there. Here's a woman and her son and the servant paddling the boat. Now see here, they're looking like worried and nervous, and I'm not sure if I'm making the right decision. But look at the reflection. I'm just going to, can I turn that up? There's the reflection. So that's the card upside down. They're looking peaceful and happy and relaxed. Okay? So they're moving towards 8 of Pentacles. So this, I mean, because what I was picking up was that your true soulmate, what you're leaving behind this king to find the man of your dreams, where there's passion, where playfulness is allowed. This guy is like, you are making a fool out of me, playing with these dogs. What do you think people are going to say? That kind of energy in this, right? But she's like, nah. Me and my kid here, we need playfulness. We need to feel passion. Like, I need to feel passion. Right? I might have to work with my hands now. But that's okay. He has my back, is what Spirit said. This is a couple. This is a team. That's a whole different energy, isn't it? Okay, whoop. Not sure. I mean, it's a 4 of Pentacles. I'm not sure if... I'm going to put it back like this. It's complex reading. I mean, there is a little bit... There might be a sense of you need to hold on to what you've got, or that you need to take with you what you can? Oh, okay. Should have taken it. But we know it's there. That you're really either you're in the process of this, or you're preparing to go, and you're trying to gather that you can take what you can. Yeah. Six of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Wands is you're being like a parade, like a celebration of you, heraldry. But here it's like a celebration, but you're leaving with nothing. Not even the clothes on your back. That's interesting. I'm just going to see, can we get some clarification on the Six of Wands, Spirit? I got my deck backwards. See, even though I don't like how I look, I feel like I'm chubby and... Oh! Clarification on this. Reversed Hangman. I don't usually take reversals, but that came out very clearly a reversal. A reverse Hangman is like you have been hemming and hawing and not knowing what to do. Hemming and hawing and not knowing what to do, and now you do know what to do. You're picking yourself up off the ground. And it's like, okay, let's go. To me, I think that this was the last fucking straw. It's like... The woman, like the feminine in this reading, might be the person that others refer to as the karmic, right? So I'm going to turn that around, and yeah, this is the man, the King of Swords is the karmic in this. I mean, you've had a karmic relationship. It looked good on paper. You had lessons to learn. What you needed to learn was that I think I said this in the last one, all that glitters isn't gold. What really matters is love. So you're escaping your masculine karmic. I don't know why. It's almost like, I'm not super feminist or whatever, but it seems like when readers refer to the evil karmic, it's like the evil witch in the Disneyland movies. It's always a woman. But guess what? The evil karmic, men too, hello. Like, this is a woman leaving a nasty. A nasty. Suddenly, this feminine her priorities have changed. Now, what she's not thinking about pentacles. She's thinking about playfulness and passion, about friendships and possibly a reconciliation with somebody from her past that she rejected because he didn't have the prestige. Will he take her back? Will he take her back? And out comes the Five of Pentacles. So she's leaving, but she's worried that he's not going to take her back. So she's embracing her High Priestess energy. So feminines, right? To really let your, really take some time in prayer for this and see, or in, thoughts, like what you think, what you manifest under the new moon energy, which is still active, to connect with your higher power. Okay, to co-create. Yes, to co-create. That means to create what you want on earth with the guidance of God, the Spirit, you know, whatever fits for you. Okay, Spirit, can you tell us about this guy? Ace of Wands and a Nine of Swords. Tell us about this guy. He's artistic. He's an artist. He's been waiting for you. He's been wanting to come in and make an offer. See, this is, okay, well, this is a woman looking. It's his energy. He's been sitting outside the castle that you've been living in, waiting, wondering, worrying, up at night. Probably never got into a relationship with somebody. Wanting to come in with an offer, but feeling like, who am I? She already rejected me once. Who am I? She's a queen. He seems to be unaware of this. Okay, tell us more about this. A masculine that she's going to. He seems like really innocent and nice. Tell us about this masculine that she's going to. Tell us about the masculine she's going to. Wow. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Tell us about this masculine that she's going to. He's wanting to make an offer, but he's really feeling like he doesn't have the game. I don't think he knows that you're thinking about him. I still think he thinks you're out of reach. Okay. It's so quiet in here. My kid's going, he's got a little job as a handyman, so I feel weird. Even though, like, technically he should still be in school. We've been in quarantine here, so he's not at school. Not sure if this card is for him or for you. Yeah, I'm not going to take it. Okay. So, like, there's like a whole bunch of questions in my head. Like, is he your twin flame? Is he waiting for her? He's waiting for you. Will he accept you? Or will he be scared? What does the masculine in this reading want? The artist. What does the masculine in this situation want? Oh, yeah, he wants to make an offer to you, but he's starting like a new venture. And he feels like maybe this is like not the greatest time to start a relationship with somebody who's a queen. He might be worried that even when you come in, that, yeah, it's all nice and good, and to lower yourself to be with the carpenter or with the artist or whatever, but he doesn't want to get his heart broken when you are tired of the money, when you're tired of the money and that you go back. So that's his concern. Right? You can see that. See him? See this face even? It's like, I want it. This is what I've wanted all my life. Like, I've always wanted her. Now she's coming in. I'm not so sure about her intentions. right? This guy doesn't want to take... He's wise. Spirit just said he's wise. There is a star on the bottom, which is coming true. I'm going to take it. Okay, outcomes. Should I go to a different deck? Outcomes. What's some, like, near future outcomes? Spirit. So near future outcomes. What am I even going to call this? Like, you know what? Like, my readings, like, you know, when I'm doing this, I think I got to have a title for this. It's like, this is so vast, though. Like, outcomes. You're going to level up so that he can see that you're your own woman. You got your own game going on. You're strong enough that you won't scare him. Oh. And this is why I like to show the shuffle. Outcomes. Lots of choices. And 10 of Wands, which is interesting. So, you know what? Even if you get together, this might not be easy. Because this King of Swords isn't just going to take this lightly, right? So there's that. Once you've opened Pandora's box, she's opening Pandora's box, actually, this one, right? You can't close it. So once she's made the move to leave, she can't go back. Once he's decided to make a life with her, he can't go back. The King of Swords, because he's worried about saving, the Spirit just said saving face. He's all about saving face. He wants her back not because he loves her, but because nobody leaves him. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. So just be careful. Oh, yeah, okay. But, lovers, how am I going to take this? Yeah, be strong. The universe gives you everything that you need. Don't worry. You're going to get together. Okay. Have a good day.